Is it going from the bed?
Well, that's what I'm trying to think of. Is that,
Wait a minute.
yeah, I'll move it.
God, I don't want a side view on his body. What a face you're ready. I would say like right in front of the 18 and 3.
Yeah. Yeah. I will, for sure.
All right, intermittent studies, and I want to welcome everybody at home or even following our live stream on YouTube. So you can text your parents if you'd like to watch us live. It's been shared on our Facebook page. You'll see a link. And I'm going to start by calling our 13U coaches up to give a certificate for our 13U. 30.
Sorry, good evening, everyone. After we wrap up this half of the season, I want to take a moment to reflect on our teams, our incredible teams that has come. This season was the first time playing volleyball for most of them, most of them played pickleball, and it was really fun watching them all learn to love the game. Our highlight of the season was winning a gold medal at our rivals' home tournament, as well as a bronze medal and 2 at conventions. A huge thank you goes out to the club as well as the parents and supporters who have been with us every year. And to the girls, your dedication, teamwork, and spirit have made this season unforgettable. We have some certificates for you guys, so come on up with your names called. Number 2, Jamie Bugay. Number 3, Pete Johnson. Number 4, Sophie Blunt. Number 5, Chloe Spencer. Number 6, Tyler John. Number 7, Dylan. Number 8, Jay Maryland. Number 9, Alexa Gadon. Number 10, Michael Hahn. Number 12, Lauren Johnson. Number 13, Sarah Rubin. And last but not least, number 14, Joe Brown.
And our whole team, you lights.
Good evening, everyone. First, I want to give a big shout out to my assistant coaches, Matt and Sophie and Megan, who kept me organized, focused, and laughing when I needed it most. This year, we were a team full of youthful energy, with 8 girls in grade 7 and 4 in grade 8. What we may have lacked in experience, we more than made up for determination and heart. These girls gave their all, battling hard every game, and showed incredible grit to earn their Tier 2 bronze medal. We are so proud of how much they've grown, both as players and as teammates. Now, I'm just gonna take a quick moment to highlight them really quickly. Kira, calm, steady, and delivering killer serves. Kira, you kept us grounded all season, and we appreciate it. Ireland, no one celebrates like Ireland. She treats every point like they lived in finals, and her energy lifts the whole team. Callie, you have such a natural set of hands, bringing calm and control to our offense when it's needed. Mila, you've been one of the most consistent players on the team, always reliable and steady. Kylie, a fearless leader with, let's say, extensive shoe collection. Kylie, your leadership and heart on the court were unmatched. Liv, killer serves and the ability to read and play like a pro. You seem to know where the ball was going before anyone else did. Lena, I think half the time we were just all in awe of how you got to a play that no one else could. You've been a force on the court. Sophie, I must mention your personalized warm-up and dance moves at practice, which kept us all entertained, but your ability to dig the ball is what really stood out. Bianca, your cheers could probably be heard from the parking lot. Your enthusiasm and positivity were truly infectious. Maddie, when you were keeping us laughing or keeping us hyped, you always brought fun and positivity to the team, even when you messed up the cheer. Amy, the strong, silent type, when it mattered most, you delivered. You've grown so much as a player. Last but not least, Sage, one of the hardest workers on the court. Your focus and determination were inspiring, and they set such a great example to the whole team. Ladies, congratulations on an amazing season, and here's to even more success in the future. Liv Werner, number 12. Kira Potter, number 7. Kylie Jago, number 11. Arlen Doyle, number 9. Bianca Lakeshti, number 6. Amy Stafford, number 3. Sophie Fontaine, number 5. Linda Warner, number 2. Sage Gilmore, number 10. Madison Ingram, number 1. And Callie Jembro, number 8.
All right, and now we're 14U black.
All right. Yeah, let's hold philosophy in for all the athletes and one big clap on stage. So what an amazing fall season for Team Female Black Team has had. It's extremely hard to believe how fast these past 2 months have gone and how much growth we've experienced individually and as a team. This season has had its highs of highs and lowest of lows. From questionable referee calls to on-court leadership and determination, this team has continuously rallied together to put on a show and prove to others while we are strong individually that as a team we are stronger. While our season began with a tough 7th place finish in St. John, we viewed this moment as an opportunity to succeed and improve rather than as a moment of defeat and self-doubt. It has been amazing to watch the girls play together, grow together, and be together, both on and off the court. The inspiration and how you've demonstrated thus far in the season has not only strengthened our joy of coaching, but has also shown us that the best is yet to come for this team. With me and Laura both being teachers, we always value learning from our students just as much as they learn from us. And all the players on our team have taught us something about ourselves. David Valentine has taught us smiling is always an option, even when times are tough. Macy Russell has taught us that even if all seems out of reach, we can get there. Luna Sebastian has taught us the value of being quiet and patient, while Sophie DeWitt has demonstrated the importance of confidence, positivity, and compassion for all. Angel Cloudwater has shown us how important it is to find and use your voice. And Captain Chase has taught us if you work hard at something, it will come. And that our 14-point serve streak is still unbeatable. Jenna Dork has taught us to show that showing up and supporting is important, and Sierra going honest and important, flexibility, dedication, and the desire to grow is important. Gemma Frizzell has shown us the power of positive leadership and its ability to take us far. Laura Sebastian has restored our faith in magic and the fact that wizards exist, always appearing just the right way. Kathleen McHugh has taught us to deal 100% all the time, every time, and how important that it is to develop your pride and determination. Presley Howell has taught us you can start from the bottom and build up, and you just come very far this season. And Sarah Steves is an example of how determination develops to growth. This time continues to amaze us, and the memories we have created will be the biggest takeaways from this season. From the encore moments to the team bondings, like singing in the bar provincials, thank you for making these past few months memorable. Bring on the 2025 season. Ava Valentine, number 1. Macy Russell, number 2. Luna Sebastian, number 3. Sophie DeWitt, number 4. Captain Chase, number 5. Jenna Dorcas, number 6. Sierra Boyd, number 7. Jennifer Love, number 8. Laura Sebastian, number 9. Kathleen McHugh, number 10. Angel Cloudwater, number 11. Presley Howell, number 12. Sarah Steves, number 16.
Holding our applause again. Try one more time. Let's bring up the 14U Burgundy coaches.
All right. Good evening, folks. My name is Rob McCain, and I'm known as Coach B on our team. And I do think we probably have one of the biggest coaching staff here in the Spartans Club this year. We had a hard time all fitting on the bench before this game for sure. Wow. 14U Burgundy, what an incredible season it's been for our amazing team. Let's start with the stats because, wow, that was impressive. 2 tournament wins and a playoff finish in every single tournament. How awesome is that? But what makes this team so special isn't just their athletic talent, though they have plenty of that. It's their kindness, their gratitude, and their character.
Every single game and practice, we are greeted and left with hugs and genuine thanks.
And let me tell you, not many teams out there can say that. These 12 athletes embody what it means to be great teammates and great people. Their hard work, positivity, and commitment to our team mantra, effort, attitude, and teamness sets them apart.
And provincials didn't go exactly as we planned, and we came up a little short. But hey, that's part of the journey. What matters is the heart these girls bring every single day. And with the months ahead, I know we'll face bigger competitions and new challenges together and grow even stronger as a team.
Of course, this season would have been possible without our phenomenal coaching team. Caitlin Forrest, who has taken her experiences as a Reds player and now Spartans coach, has poured so much into these athletes, helping them grow both as players and people. Lucy Wells, a former Spartan herself, has been a constant mentor, role model, shaping these girls into incredible individuals they are becoming. And I kind of call us the cheer squad. We really got our team fired up.
Robin Buchanan, our very own Mr. Morella, brought unmatched energy and spirit to pump up the team when they needed it most. And then there's Mike. What can I say? He's the guy who would do anything for these girls and loves them like his own.
And to our amazing 14U team, thank you for an unforgettable season so far. We've loved every second of working with you, and we can't wait to see what's next. Here's to learning, growing, and achieving even more in the new year. Thank
you. And as I wrote a little blurb in the Lisa course, some of everything right now. So I just want to say thanks also to Coach Lisa for everything she's done this year. Sometimes being alone and living together in the same place and being coaches together, it's not always easy, especially after provincial. We didn't have our best work at provincials. And then basically the next 2 or 3 days, we just stare at each other and say, what do we do? What can we do? What should we do? We just look at each other and say, what could we have done better? It goes on and on. But anyway, so I just wanted to take a quick minute to thank her very much. And to say one other quick thing to my team. It's all about perspective. It's the last thing I'm going to say. Maybe some other teams out there that didn't have their best day. Perspective is the way to look at it. So kind of like Lisa mentioned, the girls mentioned, we had 5 tournaments this year, 2 wins, 2 third place, and a 5th place. We made the playoffs every tournament. The only one that we didn't, the only one we didn't maybe do our best in, it was the one we had hoped to do the best in, was Provincials. So, but other than that, if you look at perspective through that lens, the season already this season has been awesome. We have had such a great time coaching you guys. Girls, you guys know I love every one of you. I'm excited every day to go to practice. I know these people are always excited every day. I even mentioned tonight, it was weird not having seen you guys for 3 days. It's just odd. We're just so used to seeing you guys. So we missed that a lot, and we're really excited to get back after Christmas, back at it. We have lots of new goals and lots of new things we're going to do. So the sky's the limit for you guys.
Quinn Scott on the score. Emma Maxey on second. Madison Stairs number 8. Emma Wilson, 9. Alexis Fisher number 10. Avery Colbert number 11. Bella Smith number 12. Charlie Smith number 13. Stella Savage number 14. Olivia Fisher number 15. Laura Bain number 1.
Thank you to all 14 you and 13 new coaches. And certainly thank you to your parents for all their hard work and getting you to practices. I've got to spend some time with a lot of you athletes, and there's some great kids, and I was very proud to see you represent our club this past weekend. One thing I will say, I always say this to our athletes, the rule of thirds. This isn't mine, famous Olympians have said this, the rule of thirds. So 1/3 of your journey is going to be really hard, 1/3 of your journey is going to be just so-so, and 1/3 of your journey is going to be amazing. And all those things, if one's way too much, that's a problem. So we're always thinking balance, and I'm seeing your coaches and your results, and there is balance. And I wish you all the best of luck in the spring season, and hope to see you all at least those categories we're good. Next part of our night involves some awards. I just want to remind kids and parents that we only can pick 3 awards, and to remind athletes that just because you don't get an award does not mean you're not thought of and you're not valued. And maybe this year is not your year, but you will get them in the future. So I encourage you to keep working hard, and I would like to call Christine Powers up to the awards.
So unfortunately, Coach Owen was a big hospital. Impromptu little speech here. So first, like I said, I just want to say that Owen and I are so lucky to have Coach this year. Every one of them could have easily received one of these awards. We're very impressed with you, and this is a very difficult decision. So, these fine young men are not only great athletes, they are respectful, have a fantastic attitude, and if there was an award for the team with funniest players, I'm sure we would win. Parents are also have been tremendous this season, so okay, on to the awards. So let's start with most improved goes to Caleb Staples. So Caleb is always eager to learn and a great listener. Caleb has into a great setter who you can always count on putting his best effort. His beach style shots, although they're perhaps unconventional for the indoor, they've scored as many points this year. Any player would be very lucky to play beach this summer. Yeah. Okay, next one. All right, so we'll go with coach's choice. Mitchell Chase Thomas. So Mitchell's our loud guy on the team. Just kidding, he's very quiet. So Mitchell has one of the fastest arm swings I've ever seen. He almost took out his grandmother this weekend. So when he connects, it can be deadly, but when he really connects to the wall well, it's almost always a kill. So it's pretty impressive. But that's not the reason we chose Mitchell for this sport. We chose him because he has demonstrated a willingness to learn. He has matured. He's demonstrating a lot of growth this year, and he continues to come out of his shell. Like I said, he is a pretty quiet guy with the team, and we're starting to hear him call the ball, which is pretty good. So no, he has really demonstrated more leadership with the team, and he's playing more confident, which was very evident during this past weekend. He had a great weekend and was maybe one of our all-stars. So good job, Mitchell. If we could only get him to tie his stars properly, that would be another award. Congratulations. And last but not least, unfortunately, he can't be here with us tonight. Multi-sport athletes and others who are traveling abroad to and Nguyen is one of them. She's currently traveling. But he definitely deserves to be recognized, even if he's not here, for his strong serves, for his great sets, and his all-around great athletic ability. He's always cool, calm, and collected. Is that the same? Jimmy brings important stability and intensity to our team. Congrats, Jimmy.
Good, Caleb.
Third time, I am Ernie, behind me, Sam, and Jessica. First of all, congratulations to all the teams on their seasons this year. In particular, those who were able to grab a provincial title, congratulations to you and your accomplishments as a team. Before we get into the team a little bit though, I do want to make sure to thank the parents. Without volunteer work and people taking on tasks, things just don't get done. And the more work the parents take on, the easier our coaching job becomes. So a huge shout out to the parents and the next who took on canteen stuff, tournament coordination, branding in, fundraisers, all this stuff to help the season move along. So the 15U season this year looks a little bit different than in the past and what everyone else ran. We were in a seeding tournament similar to what happens at ENS. We had to attend a couple of seeding tournaments. Outside of that, our seasons took us to St. John, Edmonton, Moncton, Bathurst, and of course here in Fredericton. We picked up a couple of gold medals, a couple of silver medals as well. And I'd say this season can be summed up as a season of growth. We began the season ranked 14th in the province and finished ranked 8th at provincials. However, the goal will be to push forward in the new year. We're excited to get back into game plan, a couple tournaments in January before we head to Boston in February. All of that to get us prepared for Elite East, where ideally we'll push for a top four finish. Might have stumbled at provincials a little bit, but three of us can all agree that we've accomplished our most important goal, and most of you probably said at the beginning of the season, and getting to December, being a better team today than we were at the beginning of the season. And we can confidently say that's the case for each player and the team as a whole. We are confident that they are going to be hungry to continue that growth once we get back into the gym. So I think we begin the most improved. Though we had a lot of growth throughout the season with all of our players, there's one player in particular we thought stood out. He was originally selected to take on a setting role, but then partway through the season we asked her to jump in to play on the left side. She's had to fight and earn her way into the mix last year, playing with Mike and Lisa, and then making the jump up to our group this year, 15U. She proved to be a valuable part of our team. Ended up leading our left sides in plus minus at provincials. She made significant gains in the backcourt, quickly adapting to defense in six-pack position, often digging up balls that really should not have been brought up. Our most improved player this year is Keelan Campbell. The coach's choice award goes to someone who had a vital role in the success of the team. She is another player who moved positions throughout the season, moving from the left side into the middle position early in the fall. Lily played a vital role both at the net and defensively. She's regularly one of our best receivers, key contributor in defense, and played a big role with an important block at the net. Lily's been a quick learner, and will often be seen helping her teammates through difficulty. We are excited for Lily, and she's quickly picking up steam in the middle position. She's poised to have a strong second half in 2025. Our coach's choice award goes to Lily Bond. We are awarding the most valuable player to someone that we describe as a student in the game. She's a hard worker, versatile, and integral to all the success that we've had. You'll be surprised to learn that she also took on a role this season, sliding into the setting position and doing so with ease. She was our top point producer every single tournament and never ended the weekend with a plus minus below 0. Her newfound setting skills, in addition to attacking and blocking, has made her a force in the net. Her early success is only a tip of the iceberg. There's a great deal of potential with Jenna's game, even to the point that her from other coaches as recruiters were asking about her at provincials this past weekend. Our most valuable player goes to Genevieve. There's a lot of official time on the starting sport shows usually at 6 minutes. So, first things first, let's just see how recent this is. I remember we first games in the program back in 2016. And it's just awesome to see how far this organization has come. Secondly, I'd like to thank Mike for all the effort that's put into this team. Around practices, so much games for our events, not playing, and giving me the opportunity to come back and coach such a wonderful. I've never dealt with a team that is so connected and everyone seems like each other. As you guys might hear, so this season, it's definitely one for the books. We ended up winning all the 16 new tournaments that they were placed in. We competed in 18 tournaments and we were taking a step off the 18 also nearly having 2 heart attacks with let up all season. To start the awards, most improved. Most improved. This award was hard because there's a lot of individual growth that happened with this team. This player came trials with the mindset to learn and get better. And always firing me up, seeing how I'm succeeding and it took him all season to figure out not to So, our coach's choice winner is someone who showed up every practice and everything we had. We moved him around a little bit this season, playing a couple different spots, but it didn't matter what spot we put him in, he always showed up and played his hardest, got the job done. Being one of the youngest on our team, he still wasn't scared to show the big boys how to play. He even took a flying knee to the eye. This day, Josh, this is our thought. We're really going to break this down and see who brings the most value to your team. It's not just the flashy hits, it's the defense, it's the serving, it's the energy, it's the drive to make others better. This player has done that and he's been forced around with one. Whether it's stepping up and making some passes that we need to counter the ball down the line, it is points. This year's MVP is Jackson.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Sarah, and this is Andy, and unfortunately we don't have Riley with us tonight, she's working. But for the 16 girls coaches, before we started, we'd just love to thank the club and our parents. They've been so helpful, especially with only a team of 10. It's taken a lot of hands to get fundraising and travel and everything done. So big thank you to them, and big thank you for Andy. Things light and fun, some good jokes here and there, but also it's a little intimidating when you out. So we need to have that in check too. I just want to give like a brief recap of our season. I wasn't initially because these things can be long, but just with how well our girls played at provincials, I thought it was important to highlight some of our really good shows. So we started off with a team of 10, we still have 10, but we had a bunch of different players from different teams from the past. So it took us the first 2 weeks to start gelling, kind of learn how everyone's playing together. And just the first week in October, we went up north and ended up winning our first tournament. So that was a great kind of basis for our season. However, since then, we ended up losing in semis or quarters no matter what tournament we were in. And it just so happened that every tournament we lost in semis or quarters, it was against some sort of cyclone team, whether it was Pacific or Arctic. They always seemed to take us out in semis or quarters. So when we got to provincials, we really wanted to play a cyclone team just to kind of get over that. What happened to us before we went to the same one. So moving into provincials, we had a really good first pool. We went in ranked seeded 7th. And we came up first in our pool, which was awesome. And then looking forward, the team that we had to play in quarters was Cyclone Arctic. So we were like, all right, you know what, this is our chance to get some revenge on the team. They've taken us out of the tournament. Like, let's have a great game. So we were really excited to play that game, and we went into it with really great energy and really good vibes. And we ended up coming out on top in a third set. So they were seeded 2nd in the tournament, favored to make finals, and we were able to take them out in quarters and move on to semis. Moving on to semis, we went up against Mad Big, a team we hadn't seen yet this year. And long story short, we did end up losing that game. However, if anyone looked at my set that day, the first set was actually 39-37. So it was an intense game. We were sweating on the bench. We were out of timeouts, out of subs. I had a parent tell me I was just like, they could see me doing deep breaths. Like, we were just very stressed, but the girls were so calm and composed on the court. Like, we hit 30 and then we hit 35, and no matter what, they stayed composed the whole time. It was really, really impressive to watch. After that game, we played Reds in the bronze medal, a team we also had a team up here, also the team who was ranked first going into provincials, and we ended up losing 21-22, but it was a really great match, and we couldn't have hoped for anything better coming out of provincials. After our games against Cyclones, I had parents, referees, athletes coming up to me just telling me how impressed they were with how our girls played, and we couldn't agree more. They blew all of our expectations out of the water, and we couldn't be more happy with our final result of the season. And with that benchmark from where we just ended up provincials, we're really excited to see how the second half of the season. So, looking forward to it. So moving into our awards, we'll start with most improved. So for our most improved athlete, we had a lot of options. After every tournament, we kept seeing growth, and different athletes continued to improve and make changes in their game. The athlete we ended up choosing has a drive and passion for volleyball that is just next level. She is continuously taking the right steps and asking for feedback to improve every day. The main thing is she's not afraid to try something new. She's not afraid to mess it up until she gets it right. I would say almost this fearlessness that she has led her to develop so fast. She's not afraid to attempt the same thing over and over again until she solidifies it. I remember seeing this athlete back in JV high school season, and from day 1 to the last day of that season, she was unrecognizable from the improvements she made, and the same goes for this exact season. She has the highest number of blocks on her team and a wicked topspin. You'll definitely hear her on the court, and you won't want to be on the other side hitting if she's in the middle on our side of the net. Our most improved player is Camilla Johnson. All right, so next we have Coach's Choice, and for us, the athlete we have chosen for Coach's Choice embodies this role wholeheartedly. She's an athlete that will do whatever we ask of her and put 100% into it. We often use her as a comparison in practice and say, if you're not running down balls like this athlete, you're not working hard enough. She gives nothing but her best in practice and in games, and we can always rely on her to work extremely hard. The one thing you can always count on with this athlete is she's not afraid of any task we'll throw at her. Right after tryouts, our very first practice, I looked at her and I was like, hey, do you want to try setting this year? And she was like, okay. And I was like, perfect, we'll get you stutter sessions, it'll be great. And she was like, can I still hit though? And we're like, okay, we'll more of it. So becoming a setter is hard enough, but starting setting at 16 U is a whole other task for this stage to your level of career. About halfway through the season, we had her playing a little bit more right and left side, just like setting. She probably went 2 to 3 weeks without setting in a game, and then one tournament, we wanted to put her in the second set on the older side, and I was like, hey, I know you haven't set in a few weeks, but like, can I put you in? And she's like, yeah, okay. And so we put her in, and we ended up winning that set. Overall, she's just an extremely coachable athlete, extremely athletic, has an insane work ethic, and an absolute pleasure to have around. Our coach's choice is Abby. All right, and then lastly, we have our most valuable player. So our MVP is an athlete that took us by surprise. She was new to the Spartans club, and we didn't know a whole lot about her, but she definitely made her first market tries, and someone we certainly kept our eye on. In previous seasons, she was a middle and a center, but wanted to move outside. We were like, let's do it, and we moved her back and forth between left side and right side. As someone who was a setter and then a middle, honestly, the main thing we thought we'd have to work on was maybe serve receiver defensive sticks, but that stuff honestly just came supernatural to her. I would say a huge turning point in this athlete's season was when we moved to Sugar. I have never seen an athlete play this good. She was passing threes, she was picking up insane balls at a six-back while still swimming away, and had the highest number of kills in that tournament. After that tournament, we were like, why have you not been playing left side your whole life? Like, we're very good left side. She continued to play very well all season, and then again at provincials, she was a key athlete servicely and offensively. She's an athlete that we couldn't just take off the court because she was doing all the right things and doing them so well. She's only been playing left side for 4 months now, and I can't see what another 4 months will do this season. Our most MVP is Erin Angel.
All right, 70 points. So wait for right down. All right. I'm going to try to have a short speech.
You all.
First of all, I need to thank 2 people. I want to thank my wife, who always supports me when I have crazy ideas like coaching a team in the club that's not my son's. And I want to thank Kyle. Kyle and I coached together in Pirate a couple times, and I really enjoyed the teams we got to coach together. And I want to thank the 17 parents. Obviously, I've coached a few years, and they were extremely supportive. I didn't get any complaints, not yet. And they communicated well, which is a sign of a good team. At this point, coaching is valued more with the maintenance of the team than it is winning and losing. We all want to coach winning teams. The culture is king, and this team certainly had its ups and downs, but I feel their culture grew as the season went on, and I thought they represented themselves very well this season, or this weekend especially. They all show great potential. They're coachable. They have a growth mindset. They improve quickly, and I really enjoyed this season and look forward to another couple months. So boys, we're done tonight. I have some report cards for you that we talked about. I'll hand them out. I hope you have a good holiday and a good break. To our awards. Most improved. Now this could have went to a couple players, but this kid is more coachable than the average kid. Coached a lot this year, and this kid would be in the top 3 for sure of taking the feedback and being able to apply it. He has an elite mindset, and a lot of you guys would think elite is how hard they serve and how hard they hit the ball and just being great, being a good volleyball player. Elite does not start with that. Elite starts with when you show up, how you treat your teammates, how you treat your coach, how you treat your parents, and leading by example. This child is elite. He is great to his teammates. He communicates well. He makes the changes. And like I said, he takes great feedback. And our most improved is Zagay Lamont. Our next award is Coach's Choice. And this one was a little tough. Kyle and I talked about several athletes that this could apply to. I really liked how this team improved, and I'm not always happy coach, and this kid would have definitely dealt with some unhappy things at the first of the season, changing what they were doing, being vocal, communicating to be successful. We did come top 8 this season, and we were, I believe, the only 17U team that came first in our pool. We had a top quarterfinal, and I thought we lost to a very acceptable, very good team in Bay St. Anne. And this athlete stepped up this weekend, and this is what separated him. He has similar attributes to our most improved, and he moved to be more of a leader this weekend. We had some tough times in our last round robin game Saturday night. We get into a 3rd set against Sunbury West, which is always tough. The ball comes back at any time, and I really felt he handled this well. He's also learning to be the quarterback of the backcourt, which is important as a libero. And our coach's choice is Riley. Our last award is Most Valuable Player. And this was not evident at the beginning of our season, nor in the middle of our season, really. There was a lot of learning going on, and at different times when we would have our coaches meetings and coaches little get-togethers, I would give updates on how the team was doing, and my favorite, most valuable player was changing constantly because there's so many people that were showing up. But this athlete, again, provincials is sort of a climax to our season. So I felt this athlete really stepped up this weekend. He has become a very coachable athlete. He maintained composure this weekend, which I thought was important. And he's also changing some of his skills. And he's very athletic, but he's changing some of his skills. And you could see him really working on that. Right to our last warm-up, we worked on it. And our MVP is going to go to Tony to the ring.
Yeah, totally.
Tony, you can be here, and Tony is the ring.
We're going to get into this. First, I want to thank Nathan for setting up this banquet. Second, I want to thank my coaches, Josh and Katie. I also want to thank Mike, Carney, and Natasha for setting up this club, making it really accessible for everyone to coach and everything else to speak of. And I want to thank the girls on the team, of course, because truly we had a really great season. We started really strong about second in our first tournament, and then things kind of went downhill, 8th in our home tournament, and then back and forth. We played really well in our provincials, getting bronze in Tier 1, and I think we really came together as a team. Everything throughout the whole season kind of got figured out. Let's get into the words, I guess. I'm going to keep it short. So, our most improved. This player was kind of a sleeper pick, I'd say, because we couldn't really decide on most improved until right at the end of our season. So many of our players improved really rapidly, but also in ways that you couldn't necessarily see on the board. But this player, from day one, was super vocal, super proud of how they played, and they really wanted to improve. They'd ask us questions. They'd be just really involved in the team. And so that was the big thing that we decided to support this player for, but also her consistency on the court, her power, and her fundamentals just rapidly. And so our most improved is David Post. Our coach's choice, I think this one was kind of obvious from day one where coach's choice was going to be, and especially if you're asking some other coaches around saying, should this player be coach's choice? Mainly for a couple reasons. They all agreed right away. Despite being injured for most of the season, having not played in most of our tournaments because she had a little ankle injury, she was at every practice before everyone else. She was the most vocal, off the court, cheering for everyone. She was so positive about everything that was going on. Even when the other team did something good, she cheered just because she's that kind of person. And she really just is an amazing person out on the team. She makes the environment so much better. And so our coach's choice is Chloe. Our most valuable player. This was also kind of one that we had an idea was going to be a little bit of day one. There were some other players that definitely came into the conversation, so it was a difficult topic to discuss. But after our provincial tournament, after some of the other players, we kind of decided this player needs to support. And kind of what we decided in the team based on is how much we noticed when they weren't there. Because it made such a big impact when they weren't. And so there was a tournament that we had up in Edmonton. This one we got in second place, and we didn't have this player there with us. And
you really notice the difference. The consistency in tackling, passing, defense, serving, is you can really notice it on the court. And even at conventions this past weekend, we had coaches coming up and saying, can we recruit this player? Like, we really want this player on our team next year. And just being so valuable to our team, and that's why our MVP is the
Come on, Andrew, smile. Come on, Andrew, bigger smile than that.
All right, I've been going for an hour early, so great. I want to congratulate our teams here, honestly. The three of us went up early and we had so much fun watching every team. I don't know how it happened, but we've become the biggest club in the province. And it's a testament to all the great things we have in this group. Some of the best memories we've had from the weekend was following Black, 16 girls, like just great stuff to watch all weekend. When we came into the season at ATU, we had an idea about how we wanted to have two teams that could be top 4 at provincials. Sounded really crazy to a lot of people, I was told that. So I am very proud of the ATU Black for the weekend. Took a lot of both teams to get there, but that is a great show for our club at the final step of some of those club careers. Our personal goal for ATU Burgundy was to play that provincial final and try to pull off the upsets against a team that's never lost in provincials. Couldn't quite do that, but looking back, we played a very good match, and you know it is a great silver medal to build on. We got lots of stuff planned for the second half of the season, and this is a group of girls, 11 girls that have come from 3 different teams from last year. All of them were starters. That could be something very positive, or we could have had issues with people not being able to sort of handle sitting in playoff games, something they've never done. We're all very proud of our girls and how they've pushed each other all season. We've seen massive changes at the flow of the starting lineup, and it's just made us such a good team and such a tough outbreak to playing us. We want to thank the parents. The parents on the team are honestly nothing I've ever seen. They all come. Moms, dads, others. We've got like social media presence of a professional team. Like it's a full-blown effort for those of them watching on Nathan's YouTube channel right now. Thank you to all of you. I want to thank Melissa and Jen. Honestly, it's a real privilege to have a coaching staff of 3 head coaches. It's something I needed this year to increase work commitments, and our girls have benefited tremendously from having both of you on board this year. So maybe never leave me, but we'll see what the future. And then we can start awards. So we'll start with most improved. How do you choose the most improved when you're getting a bunch of players that are all on provincial teams and pep programs, and 5 of them are fighting for Canada games and on and on and on, right? But our levels and what we expect from our girls at ATU is above and beyond what some of them have ever experienced. And whilst the choice was tough, for us, it came down to a player that just stood up every time we played those tough matches, especially those two matches that we played against the Red Crimson team. Obviously, an elite athlete, you do not make a team for maybe as a grade 10 athlete without being a good volleyball player. But the improvement she's shown this year and what's to come in the next 2 years, like, let's watch out for her. And our most improved is Mackenzie Winter. This is a great group of girls. For us, coach's choice is not just going to someone we enjoy coaching. Obviously, it's got to be bigger criteria than that. This player showed tremendous leadership from day one. When before, it felt like before all our emails were sent out after tryouts, felt like she'd already figured out who was on the team and already talking about what we're going to do for the season and just sort of acting as a captain before we even named her captain, which we did. And that was an easy choice for us. For me personally, it's the third year in a row that I coached this athlete. And for every athlete in the room probably doesn't know the journey she's had to go through the last 4 years to get to where she's at now, which is a place where every college and university coach in the region is just trying to get her. The improvement has been tremendous. The role that she plays on this team as a mentor to 2 other centers that we took, 3 centers, could have been messy, but the leadership show there made that it was very smooth all season. Can't say enough good things about this athlete. Our coach's choice is for you. On a team where everybody pushes each other and any given game or tournament that we play, somebody steps up and sometimes it's someone expected, sometimes it's somebody completely random that just has a tournament of their life. This player really stepped into the gym on day 1 this year with a completely different mentality than the one she left her side. This is another that I've had the pleasure of coaching for 3 years. It's a player that has just dominated in the middle all season. Every team that we play against, game plans against her above anyone else. When you're asking yourself the question, who do you take out of the team that makes the biggest hole in the team? If she's not there, it's this player. Has already signed on for UNP for next season. So for all of our younger athletes here, that's someone you want to continue to watch for the next 4 years with the Reds. A great role model, not only to our grade 10 athletes on the but for everybody in the club. So this year's most valuable player is Maddie Silver. Andrew and Josh, and maybe even Katie this time. This is the last portion of the evening where we do our grad recognition. This year we have 10 graduating athletes, we've got 6 on HU Black, and we've got 4 on HU Burgundy. So we do have some gifts of appreciation for you up at the stage, but we'll just go one by one, give a few words about all of you. So first up.
So our first grad is Ada. Ada is such a strong middle and really made a huge impact on our team. She has one of the hardest arm swings I think I've ever seen. And you can hear it across the Coliseum this weekend when she connected. And so our first grad is Ada. Team is Abby. She's also one of our other middles. Abby wasn't sure if she was even going to play this year, but I'm super glad she is. She improved so much over the year that she was honestly one of the most improved. Being consistent, figuring some things out fundamentally, and just being a great team overall. So our next grad is The next grad is also mine. Alicia Moore, she was pretty much the quarterback of her team, being her starting setter. She was 100% in the running for our MVP. She won All-Star at our provincials because she played every set. We played 2 games the first day, 4 or 5 the second day. Didn't show an ounce of being tired. Consistently went out there and proved every single game. So Alicia is our next grad.
The next grad is on HU Burgundy, is Anna Osborne. Anna has a very interesting path as part of the volleyball club. But I mean, I like telling the story, one, because it puts Melissa in the spotlight, and just love that. But Melissa actually cut Anna at 16 2 years ago. And the road that Anna, or Ozzy, has taken to come to this point has been very unorthodox, but has just made her work that much harder. Like, dare I say, one of the absolute hardest working athletes in our gym, and 3-year Spartan athlete. And congratulations to Anna Osborne.
Our next grad is Annika. Annika, of course, you guys have heard she's our MVP. Huge impact on the team. Super fun to watch. If any of you have watched her play or can have a chance to watch her play, I encourage you to do so. She has the highest vertical I think I've ever seen a player have. She's one of the shorter ones on her team, but no matter what, she'll come and get her head above the net. It's ridiculous to watch. So our next grad is Annika.
All right, next up is Roger Dillingham. I'm looking out of this room, and I think you're probably the longest standing Spartans athlete in this room. I think you started like in grade 5, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. She left for a few years, we forgave her, she came back, and has just been a tremendous athlete with the Spartans ever since she came back at 60U. Had a great provincial tournament this weekend, being named an All-Star. I'm really happy to recognize you for all your years with the Spartans, so that's Ronnie Gilliam.
Okay, our next grad is Hillary. Hillary was essentially one of the super impressive player, so consistent in passing and defense that it's just really impressive to see somebody that consistent with what they did when doing so well. Hillary's a great person to have on the team. She's hilarious. She brings the spirit up. And so our next graduating player is Hillary. Next player is also mine, Jean. I took Jane on this team with really high expectations as a left side lid. But she didn't really need to do any lifting because her left side consistency was so prominent in how she played, especially here at provincial. She also didn't sit many sets in that last day there. Couldn't be more proud of how she played. I think she should be proud of how she played. Super consistent defensively, offensively. It's our next
All right, those next two athletes have already been up here, but we'll come back up. First up. Maddie Fulmer, so come on up, Maddie. All right, and last but certainly not least, Real X. We'll open their gifts and we'll put down photos for their So we are looking forward to next year when we finally have male athletes graduating out. It's been a couple years, but something to look forward to. All right, so Brad, can you go back to your table, open your gifts, and then we'll take a photo of the arches. Mike, do you want to say any final words here? You don't want to say anything. Give me the I don't want it. Yeah. You should go back over there. I see something. It's not a little there.
All right, everybody. Thank you to the 14 teams. I thought you did a great job. Obviously, the older athletes did as well. I watched. We were here when these athletes were your age, and hopefully you get to spend some time with these athletes. For our coaches, it cannot happen without you. And I realize it's a lot of messages, it's a lot of management. And we are so appreciative of your time. Again, I want to thank Nate. We put a lot of time into this tonight. Do we want to give a round of applause for this venue? I also want to wish everyone a great holiday and thank our board members as well. I can't forget coaches. Monica will be working hard to reimburse you for your expenses. Thank you, Monica. And of course, I always thank Barney and Natasha. I couldn't do it without you. So you are in the award winner. You're going to go that way and get your picture taken. girls are gonna open, the grade 12s are gonna open their gifts, and you will get the next picture.
Yeah, so happy holidays, everyone. Best of luck, the second half of the year. Thank you.